You want to punch it? You want to punch it? Hey Facebook, welcome to Life with Annie. And as I said in my little post, Matt has been craving something sweet all week long. And I didn't have anything in the house. And so I thought, well, I'll just throw together this easy dessert. It's not a lot of work. It's not really a recipe, but hopefully it'll curb that sweet tooth that he's having. So it is stifling hot outside. I mean, unbelievably hot. We ran one errand this morning, and just from walking from the house to the car, the humidity is unbelievable. So we're going to name this little segment from stifling to trifling. We're going to make a trifle. So, and I'm taking the easy way out. There are all kinds of trifles out there, but I'm just going to take the easiest way out. Let me grab my bowl. Okay, so this is a trifle bowl. I'm sure most of you probably have one or have used one for something. I've had this for years and I don't use it that often, but you could easily put a large salad in here, some kind of a punch drink if you wanted to use it for that. But we're going to use it for the traditional trifle today. And I hope Matt likes this because he's going to have a lot of it to eat. So, like I said, I'm taking the easy way out. So, I just bought a frozen Sara Lee pound cake. And that's what I've got here. And I wanted to do a mixture of vanilla and chocolate. So I also, this morning before we left to run our errand, I just baked a box cake mix. This is the Devil's Food flavor. You can bake it according to your package directions, or you can do what I do, which is add an extra egg on top of what that called for. I think this one called for 3, so I put 4. It called for, I think, a cup of water. I used a cup of milk instead, just to kind of enhance the cake mix and make it a little bit more homemade tasting. So I've done that in advance. And then for my pudding, I just bought instant pudding. However, you can buy the instant where you just add milk and stir it up, and that's fine, and I use that for one recipe that I make. But for this one, I bought the kind that you cook, because I think that taste just kind of bumps it up a notch. So I made 2 boxes of the and I'm holding them upside down, the cook and serve chocolate pudding. And you can switch this up and use whatever flavors you want to do. If you want to do all pound cake and like a lemon pudding and put some pineapple, you know, you can do whatever you want. I'm just trying to cater it to Matt's taste, and I think that he might eat this, I hope. So the first thing I'm going to do is just put a little bit of the pudding in the bottom of the trifle bowl, just to give it a little bit of flavor down there. And this would be good too. I know today is the 4th of July, but you know, this is a good kind of dessert to make, because you could do it with berries, you know, all the red, white, and blue, strawberries, blueberries, and then pound cake and pudding and cool. You could do all that for this too. But we're just going in a little bit of a different direction. So I'm going to cut my pound cake up in little cubes. And I think that you can see what I'm doing. Just however you want to cut it up. However big pieces you want. Large, small, whatever. And I'm just going to put a few of those in there. And then I just want to mention this. I don't think that I'm going to use it, but the simple syrup that we made yesterday, the extra recipe that I had done, I poured into one of these little squirt bottles. And if you ever want to moisten a cake, if you're doing in between layers, this would be perfect to just kind of poke some holes in, drizzle it over. You could even do it in something like this. I'm not going to do it this time because I'm going to have, you know, the layers with the pudding and everything. But that's just something to keep in mind, that if you ever want a really moist cake, you can always use simple syrup between your layers and give it a little extra moistness and an extra little bit of sweetness. Okay, so we're good. I started cutting up these devil's food squares. So we're just going to take some of those out. Now you could do this all pound cake. Oh dear. Oh dear.